The first night the lighthouse relit itself, no one believed Mara. She was the only one left in Briar Cove after winter, caretaker by necessity, not choice. The ferry wouldn't return for 6 weeks, and the mainland was just a suggestion of light beyond the fog. The lighthouse had been decommissioned for decades. No power, no fuel, no reason to glow. Yet there it was, turning slow and steady at 2:17 a.m., its beam combing the water like a patient hand. Mara pulled on her coat and climbed the path, the gravel crunching too loudly in the dark. The sea was calm, unnaturally so, like it was listening. When she reached the door, the light went out. Inside, the air smelled of salt and old iron. The switch was still in the off position. She stood there, heart knocking, until she noticed the footprints spiraling up the stairs, wet, barefoot, and ending halfway to the top. She didn't sleep after that. The next night, the light returned. Same time, same slow rotation. This time Mara stayed inside her cottage, watching through binoculars. As the beam swept past, she saw a figure in the lantern room. Tall, thin, head bowed as if counting the seconds. At exactly 2:26, the light died again. Mara searched the town archives the following morning. The name came up quickly. Elias Crow, the last lighthouse keeper. He'd vanished during a storm 40 years ago. Officially, lost at sea. Unofficially, people whispered he'd refused evacuation, convinced one last ship was still coming. The logbook ended mid-sentence. That night, the fog rolled in thick enough to swallow sound. The light ignited early. Mara didn't wait. She climbed. Each step felt colder than the last. At the top, the lantern room door stood open. The mechanism hummed, not with electricity, but with something like breath. Elias stood at the window, his body translucent, edges fraying like smoke. His eyes reflected the sea, full of lights that weren't there.
There's no ship. There hasn't been for years.
He finally faced her, and she understood then. He wasn't watching the water. He was watching the past.
They keep crashing every night. I light the way. Every night they miss it.
You're stuck, reliving the moment.
Then stay. Help me keep it lit.
The beam swept across her face. In that light, Mara saw herself, not as she was, but as she would be. Hollow-eyed, waiting, turning endlessly for something that would never arrive. She reached for the switch.
I can't, and pulled it down.
The lighthouse went dark. The fog thinned. The hum faded into silence. When the ferry returned weeks later, they found Mara gone. Her cottage was empty. The lighthouse door was locked. But some nights, when the fog is heavy and the sea is listening, 2 beams cross the water instead of 1. Slow, steady, and searching.